Welcome to Main Street Exchange, presented by the North Canton Area Chamber of Commerce and North Canton City Schools TV 11. These programs focus on economic, educational, and governmental and community issues directly impacting North Canton and the surrounding area. This edition of Main Street Exchange looks at a new business located in the Hoover District, but not a new business to us, the Sanctuary Marketing Group. And our guests are Kelly Brown and Chris Hallman. I want to welcome Kelly and Chris to the Main Street Exchange. Good morning.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
Let's talk a little bit about because periodically we do these programs with entrepreneurs, and we like to find out what started the whole idea and how things developed. And I mentioned that you're new to the Hoover District, but not necessarily new to our area. You were just north of town for a while. Tell us about the Sanctuary, what used to be Media Group and now it's Marketing Group. What's the origins?
I ended up working at the Akron Beacon Journal. This was back in the day when the commercial internet was kind of just getting started. And I thought, this is something I'd really like to get involved with, So I worked there for about 10 years getting their website and Ohio.com up to speed. And we did all kinds of things to kind of figure out how to make money with the internet. We started developing websites for clients so they could advertise on the site, all those kinds of things. And so over there I learned a lot about internet marketing, developing websites and things like that. And it just kind of became, my life doing that. So eventually I broke from there and started my own business and grew from there.
Okay, and then you linked up with Kelly at some point in time.
Yep.
Yeah, we've been friends since the 4th grade.
Right.
So we've known each other for years. Our careers went different tracks. We've always kind of kept close in touch ever since high school. So it just came up with the opportunity. I was working for a publishing firm, doing the marketing directing there and a number of other things. And just the opportunity came that he was growing, I was looking for a new opportunity, and we started working together, and now we're business partners. And so we're very happy. We're a good partnership.
So how long has Sanctuary been around?
9 years?
It's going to be about
2006?
9 years, yeah.
And before moving to the Hoover District, you were on North Main just past Family Video, but were you somewhere before that too?
Yes.
Okay, so
His
this
home.
is your third move.
His home, his
Yep.
basement.
Yep,
True entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so you're working out of the basement basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
every business has to start somewhere, right?
Well, and in your business too, we were talking yesterday at a meeting we had about how you used to have to dial up the internet, and if somebody else picked up the auxiliary phone, you would lose your connection, things like that.
Right.
And that wasn't that long ago. I mean, I can imagine over 9 years' time what's happened with your industry and the movements that have taken place, and the fact that somebody could basically do this out of their car, not as well as you can in an office space and having the resources available, but it's pretty easy to get on there and start doing code and doing websites. So how do you differentiate yourself, and how do you keep up to date with all of these changes that are happening almost every day?
Well, that is the challenge. I mean, there's a number of people there are a lot of competitors because the barriers to entry are pretty small, but it still has to do with do you understand how to grow business? Do you know how to market? And there's a lot of people who know how to program. There's a lot of people who know how to do SEO or whatever that means. Our job is to help businesses grow, and our difference is that we're accountable to results. So we understand marketing. We understand that unless you have a business, unless you have a website that helps grow your business, and that means leads being generated or sales being generated or people coming into your store, you're not going to continue to invest in it. So we're able to draw end results to the activities that we're doing, and that is, I think, our differentiator. And that's what I think business owners really kind of react to, is the fact that we are accountable to results, and we can show them how the things we're doing are helping them. And that's, in the end, that's the only way they're going to keep investing in us, is if we can prove that we're valuable.
So a business owner could go out and create his or her own website. That's not hard to do.
Nope.
And you can get it hosted, but having the follow-through and all that needs to be done, that's where you folks step in.
Yeah, we say the business is, the website's never really done. And usually most of our customers are on their second, third website, so they've been around the block. They know the terminology. They know kind of what's happening in the space. They're familiar with search engine marketing or pay-per-click or whatever those might be, social media, but those aren't tactics. And so what we can do is really understand what holistically everything's happening, so we can have that conversation. I'd rather talk with people who are on that second, third time around, because then there's an education process that doesn't really have to happen on that. Now they're ready to go. I had a website, Now I'm ready to see it earn me money.
Sure, sure. So, and you can do them as simple or as complicated
Yep.
as somebody wants them to be.
Yep.
Who are some of your clients?
We have clients all across the board. I have clients from some of the very early days. We have musicians and magicians, all kinds of people, just, it's all across the board. But we work with local companies, even like Acme Fresh Markets, all the way up to large national companies like YRC Trucking, Eaton Corporation.
We also just
So-
recently signed up Ohio Business, Ohio Specialty Vehicles, OBS Specialty Vehicles, which does bloodmobiles and bookmobiles locally, in at Belton Village. So there's a number of local businesses that we're working with. Ferio, which is a manufacturer. So it's all over the board of manufacturers, small retail chains, large retail chains,
Sure.
Industrials.
Yeah.
And all of this is coming directly out of the Hoover District.
It
now.
is.
You're in the if people can imagine, the viewers, when you walk into that 219, once you can finally get to the 219 building, 'cause as we're taping, they're still doing a little work there on Maple Street, but when you go on the 219, you're on the left-hand
Yep.
side. Okay,
That's
so
right.
it's the old Mr. Watch location
Yep.
for
Yeah.
people that had been to the building before. What made you choose North Canton?
Well, both Kelly and I have lived here for over a decade. Our kids go to school here. We go to church here. It's our home. So we wanted to just be a part of the community. And when we found out that they were really making efforts to develop the Hoover District, we really got excited and kind of wanted to be a part of that. I think the things that they're saying that they're going to do in that area are just going to be amazing, and we just want to be a part of it.
Sure,
It's
you've
gonna
got a
be-
long-term lease, if I
Yeah, we
remember
we're
right.
there 10 years, and
Yeah.
we hope to stay there long. I mean, I don't want to move again.
Yeah, I don't blame you after 3 times.
Right.
It's
So-
better than his basement.
Yeah, that is
Right.
better. Yeah.
Well, my basement's pretty nice.
But no, we're there for a long time. We're very lucky to have gotten in there. I think we're one of the last open spaces that have gotten into Building 11, is what they call it. And they're certainly expanding beyond that, but just the growth that's gone on there, even just the changes in the North Canton area, from getting the Washington Square. I mean, I remember when they first put the Giant Eagle in.
Sure.
And now it's like.
I remember when it was a field and a tree.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And the Hoover building, yeah.
And now we got these restaurants coming in, so you have all these people working, and quite frankly, we're both small town people, and we always have those big city dreams.
Sure.
And this is kind of the best of both worlds. We get to work and live in a small town, and yet we have this building where there's a lot of activity. There's people around. You can go to the local restaurants, eat, and it's just so much around here that we love living here and working here.
Sure. And how big is your company now? I know you've got some growth that's coming, but where are you at right now?
We are 15, hiring our 16th person as we speak. Last year, we were 8 people at this time. so.
Okay. And you're in the process too, or is this post-merger?
No, this is post-merger where
Okay.
we're at. Yep.
Because you were looking, the last time we chatted, you were getting another
Yep.
company under your umbrella, so.
Yep, they are with us, and they've been with us. The date of the move-in was the date of the merger, so it's perfect timing. We've worked with this company for years, so we've been a customer of theirs. They've been a customer of ours for years. We've been very closely connected with their team, and so it was just a natural connection to kind of start working with them, and it's just been great. The move is, I couldn't say enough about it, of the timing of everything coming together and the people coming together. There's a good type of excitement and morale type of thing that's going on.
You talk about other firms too, and we have a number in the chamber with Innis
Yeah.
Pajori, Covey Odell. We've
Yep.
got a number of solo operators that do a great job out of their basement
Yeah.
still. You folks all work together, share leads and things? I mean, is it as cutthroat as what some industries are?
Well, it is competitive.
Right.
So you have to be good, and certainly some people we're going to see business from other competitors, and they're going to see business from us. But ultimately, we're pretty friendly, and we really try and stay focused, because we can't do print media. We can't do a lot of things that like you said, the industry's changing so fast. We're staying focused on digital marketing, and so unless we stay in that niche, we're going to get distracted by all these things. So our focus is really what helps us. And it isn't that, while it is competitive, it isn't cutthroat. We work pretty well with a number of our competitors in exchange, and we subcontract with them, they subcontract with us. There's plenty of business to go around.
Sure. And digital marketing, does that also include social media?
It does. It includes website development, website design, search engine optimization, pay-per-click, social media. Yep.
Okay, digital media we've been talking a lot about, and that's your specialty, but does that also include social media?
Yes, it does.
Okay, now that, I mean, you've got so many different options available on social media. Chris, how do you get a company or an individual or a magician into that area, and what are you looking for to help them?
Well, like you said, I mean, there are a lot of different things that companies could be doing. So, you know, one of our big things that we do is strategy, and it's our job to help a client, you know, guide them of what they should be doing and what they shouldn't be doing. And social media specifically, it's not right for everybody. So, you know, it's our job to go in there and tell them if they should be doing it, and then guide them on how they should be doing it. And you know, with all the tactics, I think that's one of the things that, you know, like we talked earlier about, you know, how do I want to say it? Our job is to guide our clients, and you know, with social media, I mean, we have people on staff that are experts at that can really come in there and help define a specific strategy for people of how to do that, because it's more than just setting up Twitter and just start throwing stuff out there. Right. There is a strategy to all these things, how to do them properly.
And Facebook is almost the old timer on the block now, right? I mean, it's been around a while, so I would think everybody you suggest have a Facebook page.
Not necessarily. It varies. I mean, Facebook is very good for B2C type of customer relations. LinkedIn tends to be better for B2B. People looking for project managers, because, you know, when we work with a manufacturer, you know, to have a Facebook page doesn't really vibe with them, so to speak. They're going, I don't know why I need it, but it may make sense from establishing a culture, establishing a personality. You're not going to make a big sale off that, but from LinkedIn, you can have a connection of you know, the strategy there is a little bit different in the fact that you're trying to grow your contacts, set yourself up as an expert in your industry, and build connections. And from there, you know, they all have different approaches, and they all fit within, whether it's social media, Facebook, Twitter, whatever those things are. That's all. There's a strategy to that, and then there's a top-level strategy overall. What are you trying to accomplish with marketing?
Right.
And if you have the total marketing, then you understand where the digital marketing fits, and then you figure out where the social marketing is. So our fear is, and one of the things we run into a lot is, people say they want a Twitter strategy or a Facebook, and those are tactics. And so it has to fit into, what are you trying to accomplish?
Yeah, even the chamber has Twitter, but
yeah.
I don't think I've posted anything on there for a year. I mean, I just don't have the time. We keep our Facebook updated, but in our world, Twitter really isn't something that a Chamber of Commerce really needs. It's nice to have, but it doesn't need it. So we're probably a good example of what you're talking about.
And but an argument could be made for both. I think, you know, it really depends on your business, your industry, and what you're going to use to measure success. Yeah. And I think a lot of the times people start down that track, and we run into so many people who have Twitter, and he and I have different. He loves Twitter. I'm not so much a Twitter guy, but so it's a personality and what you're going to relate to. But the good thing is if you can measure and figure out what you should be happening, then you can keep interested in it. If you're just, you know, a lot of people start in spurts, and then nothing will happen, or they think nothing's happening, and then they'll abandon it, and then that's just wasted effort and resources.
Now, you talked about SEO, search engine optimization. How do you, I would suppose Google's the big dog.
Yes, they are.
And then, but you've also got things like Bing and Ask Jeeves. I don't know if that's even still around. Yahoo. I mean, how do you do each one of those particular search engines have different codes and different things that you have to deal with?
They do, and it's kind of the world of search has kind of changed as well, because it used to be a lot about technical and are you programming it right, are you feeding the things, and there's an aspect of it too. There's the technical mumbo jumbo that goes all into making sure the search engines can find you, you're presenting your information correctly, but ultimately, you know, what they all want is they want someone who's searching their site, searching for something from their site, to find the most relevant information. And so if you have relevant information and you're presenting it in the right way, that helps you communicate with your customers, you're going to do well. And it's just about investing in the right areas, understanding what your market wants. It's no different than any other marketing. You know, I don't think it's changed since Dale Carnegie. it's who are you talking to?
They might have to Google that one.
Yeah, Dale Carnegie. Yeah,
been a while.
but I don't think it's changed. I mean,
Yeah.
it's how to win friends and influence people, and you present good information, you present it in the correct way, and you'll do well. But you have to think through who your customers are, who you want them to be, and from there you can build a successful online marketing
And
campaign.
how do you take your customers into the mobile realm of iPads and smartphones and what do they call them, phablets and,
Yep.
and other things? I mean, I heard, I believe at a conference that one of the fastest growing markets for phablets is 65 plus. And because they want to be able to communicate
Right.
with their grandchildren and find out what the next golf game is going to be and everything
Right.
else, but they don't want to have to deal with a small phone.
Right.
So, I mean, how do you take to a customer and say you've got to be on all of these platforms?
And you do. You know, the biggest case is what I would say with anybody who has a website for their business, unless they have something like Google Analytics, which is it's a tool that it's a free tool that Google has that lets you kind of monitor what's going on and who's coming to your site, and that will tell you what your percentage of visitors are that are mobile users. We're starting to see people, you know, anywhere from 25 to 40, sometimes 60% of the visitors coming from mobile. So that kind of makes the business case of, you know, if people can't see your site, and then you take a look at what their site looks like on a mobile phone, and so that makes the business case of, do you want 25 to 60% of your people to see it? The good thing is there's something called responsive design, and responsive design is, if you break it down, is pretty much what it sounds like. Depending on what device they are on, it responds and presents the right thing to it. So it's not about building a different site. It's about figuring out, okay, what's going to look like this on the tablet, what's going to look like on a phone, and making sure that you've made those decisions and prioritize the type of content so that it presents well on those different devices. And it's a little technical, but ultimately, one site should serve them all.
Okay, and one of the platforms that I hear an awful lot about now is WordPress, and you folks do some
We
stuff
are,
with
we are,
WordPress,
we
right?
are heavy into WordPress.
Is that something that's taking over the world?
What was the statistic? About 23% of all sites are on WordPress.
Okay.
Now that surely that's going to include, you know, a lot of, you know, independents, but you know, there's a lot of volume of that. But people like the New York Times, there's
That's
large
WordPress?
sites on WordPress. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean,
maybe explain to the viewers what WordPress is all about.
Yeah, well, WordPress is a content management system, which is kind of the backbone of your website. Everything's built on that. And it's very much like a Microsoft Word kind of interface in the background. So anybody can log in and make changes to their website, you know, make things bold, make links. You know, it's very intuitive, and it's just the backbone of your website, really. It's software.
Okay.
So, but we love it. I mean, we build all of our websites on it. And the good thing is that our clients aren't locked into any kind of proprietary system. They could essentially, if they wanted to, they could pick it up, put it on another server with someone else, and go. And a lot of our competitors sell, you know, kind of homegrown content management systems that have to be paid for, continually maintained. You know, it's a monthly or yearly fee, that kind of stuff.
Right.
And we really don't like to have our clients, you know, married to something like
And
that.
they do
you know.
updates quite often, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
It's kind of a freeware type of a thing where people can come in and change things.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you want to guard against that. You want to be careful about how you roll those out.
Right.
Yeah, and really, you know, the good thing is that it allows us as a company to provide much more affordable services for our clients because it has a lot of the bits and pieces built in. I mean, a lot of things we could just pull off the shelf and plug it in and we go, where some other companies would build all those things from scratch and therefore it will cost a lot more money.
Yeah, so that helps the bottom line on everything you do as well.
Right.
As far as, you know, you talked about almost doubling its size, and obviously you're going to want to try and hopefully keep growing. Where do you get your folks? Do you look local first, or do you look national first?
Well, our business is to help business attract business.
Right.
So they come to us. Our business is 100% inbound. So, and it tends to be, we are focusing on the local market. We're you know, as we say, we're local people with a local business who want to serve the local market, and that's our focus.
How about employees? Where do you draw from?
Most of them are, you know, most of them are in North Canton. Some are a little bit Canton. I think we have one that lives in Bolivar. A couple people in Copley, but they're all local. There's, you know, they're all around here.
Okay, so if you've got a Kent graphic arts, graphic
Yes.
design student, or somebody from Walsh, or even from Hoover,
Yep.
that graduates, that you would at least entertain them dropping you a resume and letting you know that they're available.
Yes, yes.
Always looking for good talent.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
good. Well, if somebody wants to get in touch with you, Sanctuary Marketing Group, it might still be listed somewhere as Sanctuary Media, because that was your older name before you moved, but they can find you in the 219 building on
Right.
East Maple. But
Yep.
where do they find you on the web, and how do they contact you in the old days on the telephone?
SanctuaryMG, as in marketing group, .com, and then 330-266-1188.
Okay, and we appreciate both of you folks being here today. First of all, we appreciate you coming to North
Oh,
Canton
we're-
and growing in North Canton and
Yep.
being a part of North Canton and looking forward along with everybody else in North Canton, but also being on the program today. And hopefully people have learned a little bit, not only just about your business and entrepreneurism, but also about what your business is. So
Well, we appreciate it.
thanks for being on
Yeah.
the Main Street Exchange.
Thank you.